Hi everyone, this is Archangeli. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but something really exciting came in the mail today and literally just dropped off about half an hour ago, and I want to just share and open this with you guys because yeah, this is an exciting purchase. I haven't bought myself a new doll in, I guess, since New Year last year. It's been a while. And so obviously this is from Smart Doll. I ordered this last Wednesday evening, so I'm in Canada, so it was Wednesday evening for me, so it would have been Thursday morning in Japan, and it arrived today being Monday. So yeah, super fast. And excuse me while I hack at this. If this is your first time joining me for a Smart Doll opening, I'm just going to make a little note. Be careful when you're opening this because particularly when you score along the top of the box, use something blunt. Don't use an X-Acto knife or a box cutter because you could end up damaging the insides of the box. So here, let me just open this up. So, carefully, you know, follow my own advice, right? And yeah, let's have a look. All right, so the reason I said be careful is because as soon as you open the box, if you've ordered a doll, there's gonna be a bag inside. The canvas bag. So let's have a look and see what's going on in here. This just fits perfectly. All right, I'm gonna move the box. I'm gonna have a cat sitting in that box pretty darn soon, I'm sure. And yeah, so here is a box of stuff inside. And who is this? Who is this? It is Singularity, the anime version. So this, obviously she's blue. This doll released last Wednesday night, as I said, and Smart Doll social media has been teasing her for quite some time now. And just to give you a little bit of backstory of how this beautiful blue doll came to be, a couple of years ago at a doll event in Los Angeles from the other big company, they released a line of limited dolls in fantasy colors. So I think there was a mint and there was a lilac purple and like a blush pink. And all three were really, really pretty. But the one thing that bothered me, these dolls were called the icon dolls, was that the company didn't bother to match the joints to the color of the vinyl. So even though you had maybe purple flesh here, you still had like the peach skin tone elbow joints. And they were obviously visible. Wrist joints, elbow joints are visibly different color. And it was really, really weird. And so when fans wrote in saying, oh, hey, are you gonna fix that? Is this just a prototype? They said, no, this is the final product. This is what you're getting. And this is not to throw shade at folks that own the icon dolls. I think they're still really pretty. It really bothered me because part of the attractiveness to me of Smart Dolls and Dolphy Dreams is that they have these beautiful long legs, long arms, and there's this line to them. And when you have a different colored joint, it just kind of breaks up that line. So I wasn't a fan of that. And so Smart Doll responded with, oh, the cat just jumped in the box, with a few color prototypes, and the most popular was the blue. And when folks were like, oh, Danny, you know, I know you're gonna make these fantasy colored dolls, are you gonna match the joints? And he was like, what are you talking about? I mean, you know, we try to match the joints on our dolls, but it's, you know, it's not perfect. But then he saw what people were actually referencing, and he was like, oh, no, okay, we can do better. So they did. So this is Singularity. She's one of their anime style dolls, and this really pretty, kind of luminescent vinyl blue. So, you know, her peg for her Smart Doll stand is also in the blue. Yeah, she's just, I'll bring her up closer to the camera so you can have a look at her face. Not my face, just her face. So, I mean, if you have a look really, really closely, the joints don't perfectly match the vinyl, but it's close enough. Like, it's not a completely different color. It's not this color. And yeah, she's really pretty. So she's got these lovely yellow eyes. And yeah, I really like her face up. Her blushing is not too over the top. So I guess we can sit her up for a bit, just for the sake of, okay. Smart dolls, I forgot. They don't like to sit. Like, they just kind of lean awkwardly. Even Kanata here doesn't really sit. Yeah, but let's have a look at what else is in the box. Because I did order some other bits. So here is her wig, which is a beautiful dark, actually it's not straight navy. When I pull it out later, you can see it's actually got black and blue fibers in it to give it some dimension. I ordered her an additional bust piece because those released last week. I also got her elf ears because I'm not really sure how I'm going to characterize this doll, how we're going to dress her up. I haven't really developed a character for her yet, but you know, in case I want her to be an elf, now I have elf ears for her. And oh, awesome. So I asked Smart Doll to send me some chips. So these are vinyl chips that are for stain testing, and they've given me a variety. So there's the milk, there's some tea, there's some cocoa, and there's some blue. So this is a nice variety. And this is just for stain testing. So if I have clothes that are dark and I'm not sure if they'll stain, it's good to like rub on the vinyl to have a look and see if there's any dye transfer. And then I also got, this is hand pack 2, and this is, in my opinion, one of the more versatile hand packs because there's no obvious poses. Like I like, this and I like this, but this is more practical for just like holding things and casual poses. So this is the one I got, and here's her stand. So they did match the blue, but this is a little, I guess I haven't gotten myself a new Smart Doll in a while, but they've changed the little rubber tip that goes on the bottom end of the stand. It's a little more streamlined now. Hi. Okay, yes, that's nice, kitty. Here's the welcome postcard from the Smart Doll staff. And one other little weird thing is this thing that they call the eye cradle, which we'll talk about later. Might separate it into another video, but yeah, this is something new that also released. Yeah, I think it released last Wednesday, the same time as I got this. So anyway, let's keep the stand out. Maybe put some of this away. And put a little autumn in there. Do you see her? I don't know if you can see the cat just like digging around down there. So I have a few pieces of Smart Doll clothing I thought about. I wasn't really sure what to dress her in. So here's the Mirai Store Tokyo shirt. What is this? Oh, this is a Smart Doll shorts with a different top. Actually, this might be nice. This is a nice shirt, or the lace top they call it. So yeah, let's put her in this. We'll get her dressed up a little bit, put her wig on. Let's see. A little bit of ASMR as I crinkle plastic and get her dressed. Okay, so lots of bits and bobs. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm just really, really loving this blue color. It's super pretty. You'll have to deal with my like excitedness because I haven't had a new doll to play with in a while. That being said, as much as I say I haven't had a new doll, I've been very bad with just taking care, but I guess, yeah, changing up my dolls that I have right now because I have a new full-time job. Even though I work from home, it's a full-time job. And at the end of the day, I'm just tired. Weekends I sleep. I've taken up a new crafting project, or crafting hobby, I guess. If you follow me on social media, I've been making crepe paper flowers. So if you think of, birthday party streamers, that's crepe paper. But you can also get much nicer quality crepe papers, and you can make beautiful flowers out of that. yes, if you want to, I guess I can link my own social media below if you want to check out the flowers that I've been making in my spare time. But that's what I do in the evenings when I'm binging TV shows on Netflix or whatever Disney Plus. I'm actually not crazy about how these shorts look on her. Not the fit. The fit is perfect because these are Smart Doll shorts. It's just that the color is a little weird because this is like a yellowy bluish denim. It kind of clashes with her really nice skin, so I might find something else for her later. But yeah, just wanted to get her in something else. It's not just her underpants. I think I could have kept the underpants on her actually. These are not the low-rise shorts. Okay, so this shirt I remember is very difficult to get on, so I'm gonna pop her head off. Head just comes off like that. And I'm not entirely sure if the arms have to come off, but I will pull them off anyhow, just for the sake of getting this top on. So. And this doll comes with the small bust, which is the default Smart Doll bust. It is smooth down the front. Actually, all of the busts that Smart Doll have now are smooth. I think they've discontinued the ones that had headlights. So this top, oh yes, it's a bit tight because it's new. I bought it. When did I buy this? I label my things, so I bought this September 2018, so I've had this for a few years now and never actually taken it out of the package. So it is a little tight, but that's what, whoops, okay, now the bust piece has decided to come up. Do as I say, not as I do, folks. This is a little bit strange, okay. But you can have a look at the spine. This is the new Smart Doll spine, and there's little stickers indicating who did the quality control. Yeah. So, sorry, I did not mean to have to pull her bust off and everything, but I guess it makes for some show and tell. Let's get this on. What is happening? Okay, so luckily this top is nice and stretchy. I'm just gonna line up that, her neck peg in the hole. So it really doesn't matter that the spine is tea colored, because once you get her head and everything on, you never see it. So this is her right arm. Just gonna get this lined up and back in the, just actually pull this a little lower so that I can see what I'm doing. There we go. So actually I'll turn her this way so you can see what I did. I pulled this down. I'm pinching the vinyl so that I've got a good grip on the shoulder frame. You line up the shoulder peg and you just insert that in. Of course, you want to get it in with the sleeve in the armhole. Oh my goodness. So yes, let's feed this through here. Good thing this is a nice stretchy top. And there we go. That just clicks into place nicely. So then I can adjust the shirt a little bit to get the lace to sit the way that I want. So yeah, this shirt actually looks very, very nice on her body there. And so something's going on with this elbow joint. Here we go. It's just a little stiff because she's new. There we are. Yes, this elbow joint is a little stiff. I'm not sure if that's deliberate so that she can hold her poses. This elbow joint is also stiff, but not quite as stiff. And I'll sink that back in. So yeah, the Smart Doll joints do have a double jointed elbow. So if I bend her arm all the way up like this, you'll see it kind of does like a weird, there's this little hidden bit inside. And then when I straighten her arm again, you see this kind of sticks out, and that's not very cute. So you just kind of give it a shove and it pops back in, it clicks back in. So let's get her head back on. Yeah, smart dolls really don't like to sit. I did buy a third-party piece to insert in the hips. I'm not going to do it on this doll, but I think I tried it on one of my others to so they can sit up a little more at a more normal sitting angle instead of this like awkward lean. Like I can't really get her to bend more than this, aside from maybe tilting the top of the torso a bit. And that's because of just the way the hip joints are made. If I were to try to force her up, I would end up damaging the vinyl. So yeah, this is as far as she can lean forward. But that's okay. It just kind of helps if you know what your, I guess the physical, I don't want to call them limitations are, but the physical boundaries, I guess, are for your dolls, so that you don't overdo things, right? Don't break them trying to do things they're not designed to do. All right, so here is her wig. There is this netting on it to keep it tidy. And some paper inside, and oh, actually, before I put this wig on, I'm actually going to open up her head because I need to steal some of her putty. You're wondering, what the heck do you mean by that, Patty? Okay, so let me take this out. Her eyes are attached with blue tack, and I actually need, oh, there's a lot, but I'm not sure how to grab this nicely, so I just need to, all right, no, I'll leave it alone, because if I muddle around with that blue tack, I might have, I don't want to move her eyes around, because that's not why. I just don't want to have to change her eyes out right now, so let's just put this back on. But anyway, now you've seen me take off a smart doll head cap as well, so let me just awkwardly, there is like a little notch on the back of the head cap in the vinyl that should line up to the back of the head. What's interesting is that the head cap is actually not the same exact type of vinyl as the head. It's actually softer, as you can see me squishing it here. And this is, oh, that's a satisfying sound. This is so that I can squish it to get it onto the head. The head is actually a little firmer in terms of the vinyl, which is kind of nice. Okay, so we're not stealing eye putty from her. We're just gonna put her wig on. So smart doll wigs tend to be a little tight, so I'm grabbing it from the top, and this back part is stretchy, so I'm just gonna, oh, my cat's over there playing with toys, so this just kind of pulls on from the back, and then you just kind of slide it on. Now, since she doesn't have bangs, she doesn't have fringe in the front, I am gonna just kind of move this around a little bit so that I can get it sitting a little lower on her forehead. Excuse me while I have a look at what I'm doing. I'm going to put her part on the side. So here we go. Yeah, here she is. She's got her hair. She's got an outfit. Pretty simple outfit for now, but let's get you straightened out a little. Here she is. So my cat wants to get into the window. That's what that racket is. So anyway, this is Singularity. She's really pretty. So Smart Doll has said that these vinyl, these fantasy colored dolls will be a limited run. They were bit more tedious to manufacture than originally expected, probably in terms of dye matching, to get the dye batches correct for like all the different body parts, and also for the frame to get everything within a certain limit of color that was acceptable for their quality control. And also, I guess for that reason, these pieces, like the accessories, are a little more expensive than usual as well. And when she went online last, again, I'm saying Wednesday evening, but whatever time that was for you folks, when she went online, she sold out in about 10 minutes. And I'm not sure because there just weren't very many that were listed at that time, or there just weren't that many made in general. So Singularity is the first of the blue dolls. There are several other models. So this is Singularity Anime, there's Singularity Realistic, and there's Moment, and there's Anomaly, who's the cute one that's kind of got like the zombie makeup. And not sure when they're going to be released. At the time of this filming, they could be releasing tomorrow, they could be releasing next month. Really hard to say. With Smart Doll, the drops just kind of happen whenever they happen. So keep an eye on their Facebook or their Instagram social medias to see if you get any little hints about when things are dropping. So yeah, while I have her here, I'm actually going to move her out of the way, and we're going to look at that cradle, that orange thing. Here it is. Oh, you're so cute. Yes, yes, okay. So I'm going to move her over here to keep Kanata company. Oops. Here we go. I mean, I could install the telescopic stand to keep her upright as well, but that's fine right now. She can. Ooh, that left arm is really stiff. Okay. Just at the elbow, not at the top, but here we go. Just gonna get the little hair. I love these Smart Doll wigs. They're just so silky and smooth. Okay, what was I saying? This thing, the eye cradle. So I got this because I thought it would be an interesting thing to play with in terms of installing eyes. Danny did a little instruction video on how to use this and how to put this in your doll head as well. So you can check out his video. And if you want to tune out here, you're more than welcome to. But excuse me while I grab Mirai over here. So Mirai has been standing like this. I'm very sad to say. She's been standing like this on my desk for far longer than I'd like to admit, because I took her eyes out a long time ago and never put them back in. The reason I took her eyes out was because I purchased a similar thing to this eye cradle that from someone on one of the Smart Doll Facebook groups. And so this gizmo was 3D printed. And for the life of me, I could not get it to sit nicely. So this is the one that I bought. Unfortunately, I'm not even sure the name of the fellow that I bought this from anymore. It's been so long. But I could not get this to fit in her head, and I couldn't quite figure out what was happening with this hole here. So yeah, I gave up. And so I had Mirai's eyes. So this one, the way it was, it came with these little extra bits that are stuck onto the back of the eye with like 3M sticky, and they snap, so you can actually like move the eye around and like wiggle it from the outside, which I thought was really cool, because you could have your doll looking like this way or this way just by positioning it from the outside. But again, I couldn't get this to fit, so I got discouraged and I just left her eyes out, and I haven't put them back in. This is just a tool that came from folks in one of their weird eye thing sets that I haven't ever used. Okay, so I need to remove this piece from the back of the eye. Now, do I have something I can do that with without? Not really. Okay, so I've got these little scissors, and maybe I can use the blade to dry this sticky stuff. Oh yeah, that's coming off, okay. So, you can hear that coming off. So yeah, this was just stuck on with a little bit of foam and 3M adhesive. But the back of the Smart Doll eyes are flat. And so what I need to do is putty the eyes to this little, I don't know, what do you want to call this, an antenna on the eye cradle, and install that in Mirai's head. So hopefully this will work. These are Smart Doll eyes that I'm removing this goop off of. Got these a while ago. These are like an aqua colored eye. Okay, so here, let's get this junk off the back of there. It's my little bag of tools. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this back in that piece that I'm not using. And so the reason I had Mirai covering her face like that is because that's just hecka creepy to have sitting on your desk. But yeah, she's just been standing around in my room like that. It's like, so soulless, creepy thing. So I'm gonna take this wig off and see how easily her head cap just kind of comes right off. Oh yes, I forgot. My Mirai is first generation Mirai, so she's got a little magnet putty to the inside of her head, and that was for her hair clip actually. So there's quite a bit of putty in here actually. Maybe I'll steal some of this eye putty. Because what do you need all this goop for? Oh, so much. Actually, I'm just gonna pull this out for the time being because this might get in the way of the eye cradle altogether. So pretty impressive after all these years that the sticky tack is still sticky. So this just fits in like that. It's pretty tidy actually. That's creepy, but it does fit. So yeah, let's get these eyes on. So I'm just gonna grab a little tiny blob, maybe a little bit bigger. And put that on the back of the eye. And just stick that down like that. I'm going to do the other eye as well. So yeah, and in the comments, tell me how you guys have been doing the past few months. It's been, I don't know, it still feels like an extension of 2020. Everything in the city that I live in, we're still in lockdown mode right now. Right now it's a little worse than before. Like for a while our stores and restaurants opened up, but now everything is closed again. Restaurants are only doing delivery or pickup. Stores are only doing either like online deliveries or curbside pickup as well. It's been an interesting time, I tell you. Okay, so now let's get this back in. Yeah, tell me where you're from. Tell me how things are at your part of the world. Are things kind of back to normal again, or are they? Okay, so now that I've put this, yeah, are things getting back to normal? How are the vaccine rollouts? All right, so I've got it. The eyes are a little bit too low. She looks kind of surprised. So I'm just gonna adjust them higher. But that's the neat thing about this little doodad is that makes it pretty easy to adjust the eyes. When I sit with putty and try to insert the eyes, it can, I'm not exaggerating, sometimes it can take half an hour just to get the placement just right. So this is still too low, okay. So yeah, this could take a while, and there's no There's no harm in that because you want the positioning to be just right. They say the eyes are the window to the soul. I mean, I don't think smart dolls necessarily have souls. They are inanimate objects, but don't come at me for that. Oh, hey, that actually turned out pretty well. Okay, so I've straightened them out a little bit. And from the outside, I could use this tool to try to like move things a little bit. We'll see if this actually works, this strange Volks tool. Oh yeah, this actually does kind of give you a little bit of wiggle room to position things. But yeah, this actually, I like this eye cradle. I might get a few more of these the next time I do another smart doll order. Okay, so to secure this in place, because right now it's still kind of loose, on the back of the cradle, there's this little indent with the smart doll, or the Culture Japan logo, the CJ logo. So I'm just gonna put a bit of putty here and insert this, line everything up nice again, and then just push down to get that pretty secure. And then I'll put her head magnet back in for her little hair clip. And there you can do a little minor adjusting if that's necessary. And then I can put her head cap back on. So looking for the little notch at the back of her head. There we go. Squish, squish. Pop. There we go. Beautiful. So I got her head back on. Just gonna see if I need to fidget with this a little. Interesting. When I pushed it, it actually, I think, pushed the eye cradle back a little bit. So I'm actually gonna push this forward. I think to secure this a bit better, Danny suggests putting a little bit of putty on the sides as well, just to get this good and secure. But I don't keep the same eyes on my dolls all the time, so I don't want this to be really difficult to take out later. So I'm just gonna leave things as they are. And once I get her head cap back in, here we go. And then put her head back on. Whoops, okay, so let's just, head, her elbow joints are popping out a little bit because I had them bent higher. And let's put her wig back on. Ah, so cute. All right, so here is Mirai with her eyes put back in with that eye cradle. And I hope she's looking at the camera. Super cute. Here is Singularity, who is just super gorgeous. I love her. And Kanata's here too. So anyway, I hope you had fun joining me for this box opening and eye positioning video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I hope you enjoyed. I've missed you guys. I'll see you next time, okay?